Washington Army National Guard.
What is going on? Thank you for joining us in our first episode. My name is Peter with all of your guard gaming news. And I have a special guest for you today, just for you guys. But before we get into our special guest, we're going to touch over a couple of things that we have going on right now in Washington State with gaming, in the gaming community. First two things being competitive team and our stream team. We have a competitive team right now that's in the works. We're already practicing, getting ready for future tournaments that's coming up. Our special guest is going to go over one big tournament that's coming up, HSCL. So our competitive team is in preparation for that. We're covering 4 games, Rocket League, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, and Overwatch. So look out for that. The next thing we have is stream team. We currently have 2 streamers right now. If you haven't seen our streams yet, we have 2 streamers, Bradford and Gaddy, and you can see us on twitch.tv/WAArmyGuardGaming. So make sure you go out and support us. Go check out Bradford and Gaddy on our stream. So with that said, we have our stream team. We're currently in training to fill up a couple more slots for our stream team, so we can have some new faces. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to be adding, integrating a couple more people to the stream team to go live on Twitch for you guys to view. We stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. If you want more information, like I said, go to our twitch.tv, go to our platform, and we have all the information under About. With that said, we're going to go straight into Discord. We have a big Discord community that's created. It's gaining traction. It's active right now. So if you're into talking about gaming, computers, building computers, or if you just want to find somebody to game with, somebody new, just go on our Discord. And once again, you can find our Discord on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/WAArmyGuardGaming. And if you go under About, you'll see our Discord banner. So make sure you click that and you'll be invited to join our Discord. And, we can all talk about gaming and learn more about building PCs. All right. With that said, I'm excited about our special guest. We're going to go straight into it. I invited him just for you guys. All right. Here we go. All right. So here we go. We have our first official guest for the stream. The one and only Special Explorers, aka Juice, and I had to get the clap sound effects on there. So can you introduce yourself and what your role is in all of the stuff with Guard Gaming?
Absolutely. So again, my name is Special Explorers. I'm originally from the Texas Army National Guard. I work directly under NGB as a SME for the high school esports league, among other projects, and the Guard Gaming stream team as well. I do a little bit of everything. I am also the National Guard liaison at the U.S. Army Esports, which is the active component of esports in the Army.
Nice. And we, like I said, we were talking before. I really appreciate you helping out, Washington Army National Guard kick off all this stuff for Guard Gaming. And I wanted to touch base a little bit on everything that's going on because you are the subject matter expert and, you get insight of what's going on at a higher level. I know upcoming events, one of the biggest events that we have coming on is the HSCL tournament. But before we get into a tournament, can you explain briefly to those that don't know, what is HSCL?
Yes. So the High School Esports League is exactly that, an esports league. We're partnering with HSCL to do a league for the National Guard. Now, within that league, we'll obviously get to play against state to state and kind of battle it out to see who's the best. Sorry about the little bit of a tongue twister for me for some reason. Battle it out, and then also once we're done with the pilot phase, we'll be able to invite other schools to join in our league. That's ours essentially through HSCL. We're gonna have our own standalone Probably do like every state's own, and then we'll look into maybe doing some national event in regards to that. It should be fun. Being from Texas, right? You see here,
Yeah.
really big on state pride. Really
Right.
big on state pride. So when Texas wins it all, I'm joking. No, so it'll be really fun for the communities to be able to play with National Guardsmen and communicate and learn from each other and that shared passion of gaming. It's always good for the community to know who their hometown heroes are, essentially, right? Because we do get activated. Unfortunately, not when everything's going well. We get called when our communities need our help, and this would be a great way to show the communities like these are the people that are there when stuff's not in the best state. And it's really neat for the people to get to know their guardsmen.
Right, right. And that's what it's all about for us, just giving that community, that morale booster, cohesion amongst the guard soldiers, as well as still having the community also participate by watching our streams and being in our Discord. I think that's a big community within itself. So that's what we're pushing for right now. So since you've explained to everybody what HSCL is, I know there's a tournament coming up. I'm hearing the word. Everyone's, especially in Washington, everyone's hyped up about it. We're coming up with our team, our dream team for all the events, all the games. Can you give us a little bit of insight on what's going on with that right now and some specific dates that you can put out for us?
Well, the first date is January 4th is when the league kicks off. Now, the super neat thing about teams is that we're always kind of refining. So at some point we will get Washington's best team. And it's like any other sport, right? You get people, then you make different teams, and then the best kind of move their way to the top. Because ultimately, you want to find the best players, right? The best representatives of Washington, to be able to go out there and swing their weight around in their particular game title. I believe I don't know the exact date, but there is a tournament, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be a joint effort with Idaho Army National Guard and the Washington Army National Guard. So that's going to be really exciting. That's going to show ultimately the type of tournaments that can happen after this whole program is done. And the biggest thing with HSCL is it's an introduction to the states of esports, right? Like this is esports. This is how you run it. These are how the events work. It's introducing it to leadership and also our communities. And as our communities start growing and are able to interact with the guard, they'll see that, hey, these are my neighbors, right? These people live in my community and they also serve. So it's really neat to have that direct connection. And like how you said, a morale booster, even within our own ranks, having friends play together with other people from different units. And then when you meet up in training, it's like, hey, it's a lot of fun. Even with my own platoon, my own squad, we still get together sometimes and play games and just hang out. It's a good filler in between our 1 week and a month, right?
Right.
So it's a lot of fun, and we get to catch up and take care of each other.
And that's one thing. I've been speaking with people around me. They've really been excited about guard gaming, especially in our state right now, and it's picking up a lot of traction. And the ones that are participating right now, their biggest thing is, everybody knows National Guard. For the most part, unless you're a full timer, we're doing things once a month, and this is bringing us more connection, bringing us a lot more closer than just that once a month. They're part of something bigger, and that's one big thing that's definitely we're excited about for guard gaming. And the next thing we want to touch up on, I know we have stuff about the community, so we have build an esports lab. Do you want to touch base on that? I know that's a huge thing that's going around for the high schools.
Absolutely. It's something very exciting. So 25 high schools across the nation are going to be selected to build, to have an esports lab built for them. So it's neat. They're going to get PC systems, and they're going to get a class on how to set that up. So we're going to learn about all the components, what the CPU does, how the motherboard works, how it connects everything. This is a GPU, is how you set up your RAM, its function, boot everything up, all those processes. So it's more of a learning experience, and you get that lab, which is super exciting. because right now esports is taking off across the country, and we're going to be able to help some of those schools set up, because a lot of times is, yes, everybody plays games nowadays, right?
Right.
So everybody plays, everybody enjoys that passion. However, for schools, it's a little bit harder. Where do we get that funding? 2020 has been a funky year. So, it's a little bit weird, but we can offer that and help out some people. So it's going to be super neat and honestly really, really exciting.
It is. I mean, when I think of, computer labs, I don't want to put my age out there, but I'm looking at like the old IBMs and the old, black and green. And I think it's great that we've come all the way this far out where, gaming's a thing now in the schools. And gaming's not just about sitting there, like you just said. It's not about just sitting there and holding a controller or on the mouse and the keyboard playing the game. This is a lot more than that. It's about, actually getting to build, like you said, computer, getting familiar with the components, all the stuff that goes inside the computer. So there's a lot more training involved, not just gaming. So I think that's another exciting reason that schools out there, Washington, if you're hearing me, don't miss out on this opportunity. Go ahead and apply. Hit us up on our social media and we'll get you started to make sure you have the opportunity or the chance to get your name in there to qualify for this. And I think this is a big thing that HSLE or HSEL is doing. And together with the National Guard. So with that said, I want to end things with future events and what are the plans for Guard Gaming? Everyone's picking up on it in Washington State right now. What big things? I know some things you can't tell us, but what big things can we foresee in the future that you can tell us right now?
It's tricky because
Nothing?
I'm holding on to some stuff. It's really exciting.
Is it? Okay.
But ultimately, it's watching all the states blossom and build their esports team, watching the communities thrive and connect. At the end of the day, building communities is at the heart and soul of this whole thing, because we're all passionate about gaming, and connecting with that is going to be so much fun. All the competition, all the smack talk, the tournaments, everything else in between it's part of the journey. Part of the journey for sure. So expect more tournaments once all the states kind of have a good idea of, hey, this is how I run one for different game titles, different events going on. And in the future, we have some pretty things cooking that are going to be exciting. So this is going to start looking more and more like traditional sports as we move forward. And I will leave it at that.
All right.
More things that come.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Fair enough. But you guys heard what you said. We do have the HSCL tournament coming up. We have, build the esports lab, apply for that. That just within itself, it's a good start for Washington State. Hopefully we get to see a lot of that and see everything grow across the state. So we can have a, bigger network of gamers that we can talk to and have a little community out here in Washington. And I'm sure as we get information, we're going to interview you again, keep up to date of what's going on. I'm sure we'll have more tournaments as we progress and hopefully more prizes. I won't say prizes, but more opportunities for high schools out there to grow this community. But with that said, hey, Juice, Special Explorers, I definitely and always appreciate your time. Thank you for the interview. And thank you for just putting, all that news out there for everyone that's watching.
Yeah. And I look forward to seeing all of this grow. Right now, it's like how we talk, right? Crawl, walk, run. Man, once we get going, it's going to be a lot of fun for everyone involved. This is something that everyone benefits from, and it's going to be beautiful. I honestly can't wait. I kind of want to hit fast forward on time, but
yeah,
we'll let it go at its own pace.
Sounds good. We're definitely looking forward to it. I'll catch up with you. I know you had a long day, coordinating everything at your level. So once again, hey, I appreciate your time. And Guard Gaming, it's about to grow. Live here, serve here, game here. All right.
Exactly.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.
We'll see you.
Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too. All right, there we go. So a lot of exciting things going on with Guard Gaming. So I'll tell you one thing. Don't hear about the excitement, be a part of the excitement with us, and make sure you watch our streams, interact with us during our streams in chat, and even after our streams, find out about, you know, everything that's going on with Guard Gaming through our Discord community. So make sure that you join us on both those things. Go follow us on Twitch and hit the about button, go to our Discord banner, enjoy, come into our Discord community. And be a part of all this excitement. All right. With that said, speaking of excitement, well, we're going to go straight into Friday night highlights. We have 2 clips. All right. We have 2. I want to give you more later on. So make sure you email us your clips or post it up on Discord so we can feature it on Friday night highlights. If you see down here, it's scrolling over here. Send us all your gaming highlight clips at WAArmyGuardGaming@gmail.com. All right. So we're going to go into the highlights and pretty much end the night for today. I appreciate you guys joining us, and let's go into the highlights. All right, this one's from Bretford, one of our streamers. Okay, we got a little headshot over there.
See how much flicks are on it. There it is. There's a flick.
All right. So, like I said, guys, we have 2 clips. We need more. I want to feature more. I want to show more. I know you guys have them out there. Guard members, Washingtonians, everyone across the state, go ahead and email us, and we will feature your highlights and clips. Let's see who has the best ones on Friday night highlights, and we'll start commenting below about, you know, who has the best highlights. All right. If you have any questions, leave us a comment below. Email us. Social media, DM us. All right. And I appreciate you guys joining us today. I'm really excited about this Washington Army National Guard Gaming. And I hope you guys join us. I'll see you again next time.
Washington Army National Guard.